I can't talk about this dude without laughing, just because his every time this dude's funny. Like every time I look up, Melvin Gordon is doing something, and I can't take this dude serious.
Yeah, it's very difficult to take him seriously. All right. So Melvin Gordon came out this week, and he had some very interesting words to say to a reporter. He's very upset about the way things have happened with the Chargers, and his holdout, and then not being able to get that big contract he wanted, and then eventually had to sign with the Broncos and had a weird season. But let's take a look at what he said. So he said, "I feel like I am so overlooked. Whatever that case may be, because we didn't get a lot of TV time with the Chargers and last year with splitting the ball and the fans not being there because of COVID. I don't know. But I get overlooked a lot, and I'm kind of sick of it." And he got some backlash about that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Andrew, why don't you tell me? Does Gordon have a reason to be upset, or is he capping?
Okay. So I love Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon was he was a Wisconsin Badger. He was a stud at Wisconsin. Um, you know what? Is this the same dude that was suspended for a while? Is
Yeah,
this the
yeah,
same?
he got
Yeah,
suspended.
yeah. No. I can't sympathize with this dude. It was a rhetorical question, by the way. I can't sympathize with this dude just because, like, you know what? If you didn't want to be overlooked, I don't think you shouldn't have been getting suspended that early in your career, to the point where, you were forced to sign with Denver out of necessity. Like, they signed you out of, like, necessity because that organization, John Elway, is running them into the ground. So you did it to yourself, dude. Like, I don't know what more to say. Like, you did it to yourself. You don't want to be overlooked. I don't know. Have a Derrick Henry type season. Rush for 1,600 yards. Like, do something that will make people be like, oh yeah, there's that guy. Like, be the guy that you were coming out of Wisconsin. Be that guy.
You know what his problem is? I think he so it's weird because his situation kind of turned out to be the opposite of what Le'Veon Bell's holdout was, right? Because Gordon held out, right, and I think he overestimated what he meant not only to the Chargers but what he would mean in free agency to other teams.
Yeah.
And when you're a running back, it's very difficult, very very difficult to get that large second contract. Like Le'Veon Bell, it worked out for him. He sat out the entire year. Melvin Gordon ended up coming back, but it's just been downhill for him. He didn't. And the thing was, when he came back with the Chargers, he was never able to get things back on track. He was never able to put up the same numbers. Austin Eckler had showed up on the scene at that point. At that point, Austin Eckler had taken over that Chargers offense because God knows the Chargers love a running back who can catch the damn ball. And that's what Eckler was doing. Melvin Gordon, not known as a pass catching back, and I think he never really truly fit in that offense, if we're being real. But Melvin Gordon, he does he have a reason to be unhappy? I mean, look, I'd be unhappy too if I was a first round pick and and a few years later I made some bad decisions, and this is what I'm dealing with. And I'm dealing with a team. I'm not getting paid a lot of money or as much money as I probably should be. I overestimated my worth. I'm on a team that's being run into the ground, as you said, by John Elway. I'd be mad too. But does he have a reason to be angry about being overlooked? No, not at all. It's
He can control that, by the way. By performing, he can
yeah.
control that.
Look, and look, it was one of those things. If he needs to say this to have a chip on his shoulder to motivate himself, that's fine. That's fine. But he needs to, at the end of the day, show the production. If he goes out there next year and he has another weak season, then it's going to be for nothing. Then it's not on people overlooking you. It's on you underperforming, and that's the brutal truth in any profession, whether it's the NFL, the NBA, whether you're behind a desk or you're in front of a laptop or a computer. At the end of the day, you're based on your performance and what you can provide to a team or your organization, your company, whatever. And recently, Melvin Gordon has not been providing too much, or he's not been providing something that they probably can't get cheaper elsewhere. And that's the truth. So, does he have a reason to be overlooked? Yeah, he should be overlooked. And honestly, I don't think he's being overlooked. I think he's just being looked at. I think he's being examined perfectly right. So, that's just it.
The talent's there. Listen, the
Yeah,
talent's there.
talent's
So it's like with
totally there.
Jameis Winston, dude. The talent's there. It's just sometimes you gotta perform. Like you gotta perform. That's all there is to it.
Yep, exactly. All right. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.